line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
The playoffs may have only just begun, ladies and gentlemen, but that doesn't settle any scores yet. It's only the second race of round 16, but the final chance before a round of 8 comes into play. The round of 12, I should say, completes out today here as we get ready to go today live on PTM Race TV for your showcase of the round of 12 in the GOAT Racing League playoffs. It's on today here at Richmond Raceway. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader, Chris Strider, joining you guys here today. I really was trying to find a better intro for you guys. I apologize in advance. Nevertheless, though, we've got a hot one and we got a sellout crowd pretty much locked and loaded to see 26 heavy hitters go at it for 188 laps. And on the pole to start it, the 6 is Mike Kelly outside, and the number 30, Brian V. Macklin. At row number 2, it is Doy Woods in the 28 the outside, and the 41, EJ O'Rourke. Row number 3, in the number 7, it's Scott Sibley the outside, the 19, Tyler Dalton. Row number 4, in the 99, Tommy Ryan the outside. In number 38 this day, it's Chad Coleman. Row number 5, in the 08, Randy Yoakum the outside, and the 5-1, Justin Fuller. Row number 6, in the 14, Joey Gattina the outside, and the 84, GG versus the world, 84, Anthony M. Calatani. Row number 7 is the 23 of Charles Van Schaik the outside, and the 11 it is Ron Holyfield. Row number 8 in the 91, Wesley Donaldson the outside, and the 6 in the 02 it is Shannon Wood. Row 9 in the 97 it is Jeff Ramsdale the outside, in the big 8 it's Maurice Bonnet. Row number 10 in the 3 is Keith Prince the outside, and the 24 Cody Sturgill. Row number 11 in the 43, Samuel Harrell the outside. In the 75, Al the Wild Man Wild. Row number 12 in the 35 is Jeff Ryan the outside. And the 18, Philip Schmitz. And finally in row 13, the 44 is Christoph Hall to his outside. It will be Robert Hucker. And now, race fans, we get them all squared down on the track today here in the field, getting ready to rally them up. Looking to score the boards, looking to score the chutes, and ready to race it indicative of their own controls. The round of 12 has merely just begun, but it is now ending out today. Lap 40 will be your stage break for 1, lap 90 for stage 2. Unless they change it on me again, that is how we're scoring it. The field will roll their way around. We know there's some short track hitters in here, like EJ O'Rourke down there. We know Doy Woods is able to put up a great fight. Mike Kelly, the #1 seed, he has got a mechanical problem in the 6th, not even able to get into the race. That could all have sealed his playoff chances and hopes and dreams. He was doing so well throughout. I don't know if he'll have enough points with the way this is going to play out. He needed this race, and he needed a lot of help. But now he gives guys like Brian V. Macklin, Doy Woods, EJ O'Rourke, and Scott Simley a better chance to make it through in a timely basis here and showcase where they can play at and where they can go from here. Rolling it right down off of corner number 3 to 4. Green flag drop. Stage 1 begins. 25 going at it in Richmond. Going into this race, Dalton is your #1 seed. Already 1 win to his name. He's already locked in for the next round. Brian V. Macklin pretty much locked in. O'Rourke, Hussein King, Mike Kelly. Going to be a very big wild shoot, considering he finishes 4th today with this one. Shannon Wood, Anthony Calatani on the cuts with Samuel Harrell and Chad Coleman and all of them right there in that mix. A little trouble there for O'Rourke right at the gate too, corner number 2. I was just saying he's a bit of a road course shooter or a short track shooter, and he ends up losing it right off of turn number 4, or turn 2 there. That'll bridge the gap up a little bit more. Drivers right now immediately trying to shoot through some angles and shoot through some spots. Simley, Wild, and Charles Van Schaik, as well as Jeff Ramsdell, they are all on the cut line. They need to start figuring out something quickly in this race to get themselves in the higher regards and higher seating. Remember, we cut to the round of 8 next week. Now Wild commenting away to get us Jeremy Younts in here. Jeremy, thank you Jeremy, when you come on board. Welcome to the show, good sir. And Wild, thanks for showing some support and helping us out down there. Here's one of the elite drivers today that needs a good position. Charles Van Schaik, number 23 here. He's had a great season in his own right, but he knows he's kind of on the cuts line, possibly getting himself into a bit of trouble and a bit of a problem out there. And a backup truck as well has been thrown on the number 6 with Mike Kelly. He's got the truck back out, so this will help him at least to stay in that points race. But again, he's going to lose a lot of ground if he doesn't figure out how to get all those laps back. He lost at least a lap and a half. Well, a good full lap, I should say, at least, just on his own. And he's still having mechanical problems down there. Got to work out those bugs quick, man. That's not going to help him out. But speaking of helping out, he'll also be right in the way of Doy Woods and the driver that's trying to get away from the bubble, Scott Simley in the number 7. A win here gets him off that cuts line and gets him back into it. Whoa, and a nice little tag there on the back half for Doy Woods. And I know Doy is about as outspoken as he'll drive you as hard as you give it to him. I don't think he's going to appreciate that too much there, Simley. Then again, I really wouldn't blame him either. I'd be the same situation with my end here. Doy Woods out of the pit, out of the playoffs hunt actually, so it doesn't really matter what he does in this race. So I can see Simley why he's being so aggressive here, but I think that's kind of a danger zone. If you're out of playoffs, what do you have to lose? Nothing. For all you care, you can literally just get the driver right behind you, in front of you, and you wouldn't even have anything to worry about. Except for obviously being kicked by the lead and probably having a fine or so, but that's a different story. Still, though, that is a very tall order and a tight deal there. Simley's going to have to be careful of as they still go side by side. Backlund and Tommy Ryan looking on from behind here. A lot of power from the 811.com of Tommy Ryan there. Cautions out on the track. Samuel Harrell, problems down there in the SDB treatment oil, number 43. Looks like he had a problem down there in turn number 2 here. We'll take a look at the results here, what happened exactly. Presented by 7500 Racing League. Oh, yeah. Well, I said earlier on, it is a short track. We're grassroots racing here. This is grassroots racing sometimes. You just never know when somebody's going to put that bumper to you. You never know when someone's going to clip you in the corner. Try to back out of it. You can see he took a good little hit there on that one. All the other hits were kind of love taps. That one was an actual jumbled up hit there, and I think he felt every bit of it. Yeah, we're going to get a little bit sporadic and kind of calm down a bit here, probably knowing that they have still got a long way to go in this one. Got a little bit heated there, a little bit nasty, honestly, when they brought it down to the track. Yeah, the field going to get a little bit squared back up, relaxed on the track here. Not the most horrible situation to be in out for a little wreck there, but still something these drivers don't want to exactly see too much of. So look for them to kind of get things more dialed in, more settled up here as we get a little further into this race. Also, thank you everyone as well for the congrats and the support there for the race back at Oxford. Believe me, trying to race those drivers out and deal with Powell and Warrens that entire time, man, I was getting a little bit nervous. I didn't tell them until later on, but I thought honestly the way we were racing, my right front was destroyed, and I was just on a hairpin away from losing that race. And when I ran into lap traffic on that last lap, you guys couldn't see it, but I actually floored it so hard I actually got one of the lap cars in front of me and kind of screwed up their little race to finish out with. So I apologize to them for that, but man, it was it's great to be back in victory lane at least once in a while. It really gives me a feeling that I now know why these guys want to get into victory lane so much and try to do it as often as they do. But enough talking about what we've done here, what we've shown already. It's time to get down to the racing aspect of this and back to the track. Grassroots of Richmond Raceway brings the green back on out. Let's get back to it. Patrolling around the scenes here right now, Justin Fuller, Doy Woods, and Tyler Dalton battling hard for position. I believe this is the first time we've seen the Bojangles number 51 and Justin Fuller. I don't recall ever seeing this driver around too much. So from what I'm gathering though, very high I rating, very solid on the racing aspect of it. I think he probably came from a 7500 camp, if I had to guess. Or it could have been someone brand new that decided to intervene onto the track and he's looking to put on a little show. Either way, doing a pretty good job so far. I'm pretty impressed by his work here. So I will see. We'll have to keep an eye on him and see if he can keep muscling through the field. But again, when you got playoff drivers trying to get a championship in, when you got other drivers looking to just try to take control of these races, it becomes a lot more difficult to really narrow down which driver is going to be the better of the other and which one's going to be end up taking control of the other situations. Speaking of control of situations here, this guy right here, he's a situational awareness kind of driver, I like to call him. Anthony M. Calatani this whole season pretty much been locked and loaded on every aspect of the planes, every aspect of the racing ordeals. But I think one thing that really sets him apart from the other guys out there is his just driving knowledge and his control and stability to just push the limits even further than many others will try to give it to him. I think the biggest thing that we need to notice with these kind of guys, these kind of drivers, is just their will, their drive, and their knowledge of how to take control and really set themselves apart in each race they go into and deal with. Back at Daytona, many fans thought that he should have put that one into victory lane. EJ O'Rourke took control of it, but at Martinsville, he would gain redemption. Everybody completely messing themselves up throughout the race. They tear up their equipment, tore themselves out a little bit, and the next thing you know, you just make the run in the charge for victory lane. And that to me is really what kind of sets himself apart from some of these other drivers, that he knows when the right time and the right place comes, he goes for it. He doesn't back off. He shoots for every bit he gets. Shannon Wood, the 02 Realtree right now, throwing right into the cuts and right into the track zone here. He's got some good speed. He's gone 5 spots up too, so he's already on to a pretty good start here. Wesley Donaldson, though, the 91. Oh, you want to talk about a guy that is also in that same contention. I think we got to give him the nod. Didn't win any stage points or any races so far this season. But the 91 WBD diecast, very, very smooth and calculated in his approach. Definitely a driver I like to watch and see go at it on the track. Oh, here's a guy we've never seen before, Randy Yoakum, number 08 Silverado. Got the VA811.com machine on that one. He's putting up a little bit of some numbers here as he goes head to head here with the 11 of Ron Holyfield. He's also got a playoff driver in the back there known as Jeff Ramsdell, the Maple Moxie Toyota Tundra, or as he likes to put it, just the Moxie 97. Making some good use of the track, but again, he had to qualify a little bit further in the back and now having to redeem himself in terms of trying to build position and build the corners from. I think for him, really, it's going to boil down to pit strategy being a big saving grace for him in this race. It's hard to make it really through this kind of track without tire wear, without a little bit of symphony and a little bit of driving style on its Gresham's head there. Right up ahead, of course, Emily right now dealing with pressure from Macklin. Macklin will win here, pretty much gives him bonus points. He's already locked into the next round, and barring he doesn't do anything crazy, and the other drivers find a way to catch up on him. Talladega, not too mean at him there. In his mind, probably was worth every little trip and penny he had to put into it. But now having to go head to head against a guy like Scott Simley, a driver that has been pretty consistent and set on his motions. Now having to put everything on the track and on the playing field and on the line here. Very, very hard racing between these two. And again, you see what happened earlier. Simley got the back of Woods, got him tight, and then loosened him up a bit by pushing him around. Macklin has almost kind of got stuck in the dirty airflow, and he's actually trying not to get into him by staying out of his corner panel and staying off the track in this case. Phil Smith's already in pit road. Robert Tucker with some mechanical problems down there, so he's out of this one. But a pretty sharp-edged race here for the race lead. And guess who's hanging around back there? Oh, yeah, it's the 99, Tommy Ryan. And that dude, if anybody knows how to win races, it's definitely Tommy. Tommy knows a few things about getting it into victory lane. He's parked it there twice this season. And there you see as the battle rages on down to the bottom lane. Brian V. Macklin finally found a lane, finally found some control. He's trying to shoot the gap off, has the entry. Now he needs to get it to stick, but he doesn't have the outside for leverage. That's where Simley can take advantage. The exits are very good to him in Richmond. The exits on the outside are perfect, but the entry is horrible. So you got to try to dip it in quick. Dive down fast and push that bottom lane a little bit further in so you force them to make a proper working move here. This is some hard cornering racing moves here, and this is some great stuff, but Simley still can't take him down. Man, you can just feel that power, feel that run off those exits. Macklin doing everything he can to force the entry to be the depth of the 7. Hit the nail on the coffin, and now Simley has lost his ground, and now is Macklin taking this one over. Points lost for Simley. Meanwhile, back in the back, Anthony Calatani got some company on his back bumper. The 23 of Charles Van Schaik trying to open the doors to a little bit of leverage and a little bit of ground coverage here. Racing in quick as Chad Coleman, Doy Woods, and Joey Gattina go at it a little bit up there. Coleman bringing out the Jim Beam number 38. Now, to be honest, I've never actually had any Jim Beam down there. I've had Jack Daniels, but I've never actually had Jim Beam. So, for those, I'm pretty sure that's more of a Tennessee brand too, isn't it? Let me know in the comment section down below, folks. Is that more of a Tennessee brand, or am I just completely losing my mind and I'm gonna get made fun of for the rest of the time being? Chad Coleman this season, I said, was one of the best drivers to not win a race, and the next thing you know, he was winning races left and right. Got 2 of them in his back pocket. It could have had a lot more, up to the words of like Tyler Dalton levels and Macklin levels of wins. He was just so consistent, so on the turf and on the right playing field, but unfortunately for him, he was not able to get and grip everybody around him. That would kind of be his downfall and a bit of his end over in, if you will. Battle up to the top now. Looks like Justin Fuller has caught the 99 and the 7 as we're closing in on our final laps. 2 to go. This next time by for Ryan V. Macklin. And stage break of Bruise. Fuller jumps ahead. A big run right off the distance. The Bojangles machine, you looking pretty good. Ryan trying to stick with it, but again, looks like he's starting to fade off a bit. Tyler Dalton laying back there. You just know he is just thinking about stage points all day. But he's probably not thinking this race. I think he's going to let this one slide for now. Simley trying to hold on. He does not want to lose any more track position if he doesn't have to. Macklin outsmarted him this round, but will he get him in the next one? It looks like Fuller's going to smart him too. Watch that final corner off turn 4, coming to the line. Green checker out there for Brian V. Macklin. Waiting for the official call. Looks like, yep, Justin Fuller got that second spot. And the Trans Service 51 is indeed on a mission. But here he is, your stage winner for number 1 here. This was a big one for Macklin. A long, winding drive, but he ends up using it well. You have to push that gap, you have to push that luck, and you know when you're right in that hunt, there are drivers just waiting to take you down. Quite a few drivers, actually. I'm kind of surprised didn't quite get all that power and all that speed as maybe I was expecting here. So it looks like coming from the restart, Mike Kelly actually went on lap 11. So did EJ O'Rourke, and he's gonna stay out actually. So it looks like he's gonna be your new leader, EJ O'Rourke, as well. There's gonna be some fresh hitters though with some tires and some fuel on those guys. Mainly fuel on them, most of them. There are a few that took tires though on a certain lap or a certain occasion, so that could end up playing a bit of a backfire role on some of them. Gonna roll right off down that back straightaway here. The field is ready to bring it down the house, bring it down to the track here. The field gonna mark their way right off around turn number 3 into turn number 4. And looking to get themselves situated out. Restart zone out. We're bringing back to the green flag. Got a corner around down side by side out of the gate though. 38 Chad Coleman dealing pressure from 19 of Dyer Dalton as well as Doy Woods on 28. Leading right back down around. Jeff Ryan, the 35. A little problems on the front straightaway. We'll see if he can get it refired. Gets it back on the track. He is okay. A little bit of box backed right on the wall there. Doy Woods a little too close for his own comfort. Ends up clipping it right around there. Couldn't quite get him situated out. Feeling it back around right now. Everybody kind of pushing their gaps up, trying to maneuver their way down. Tyler Dull in the 19. Looking for a run. Got a run there. Got to back off a little though. Fuller slightly loose. Coming down, throwing the front straightaway. Oh, man. These guys have got to be feeling some pressure and feeling a little bit of that cheekiness and that cleverness to race. Don't let the mistakes brew inside your head. Stay focused on the gap. Stay focused on the drive. Let the rest come to you. We saw earlier on too, a lot of drivers, they were trying to go double in for a good chunk and then they would start to single and branch out to save the tires. It looks like none of them really seem to care this stage. Dalton, looks like maybe he's trying to get a bit of a gap bridged up, trying to get a little closer up to that front pack, but Mike Kelly, again, your #1 seed. He literally at the very beginning of this race. Didn't even get to race. Mechanical issues costing him outright. And now he's looking to try to find it and fix out. But it doesn't look like that tire set's going to do him any good. Not with the fuel either. Look at Dalton. Big charge coming on the outside. And a huge run to ensue. I was wondering when the Reign of Terror was going to strike. And he struck with a fiery vengeance. A beautiful run there down off the edges and through the bridges. Kalatani. Look at the 84. He's ripping it around too. He's now moving into the second spot. DG versus the world. I know you boys are here. Your boy is getting it done in Richmond. Shannon Wood, Mike Kelly right now, they are on their game plans, on their noses right now. Everyone just trying to hang in there, looking to reel it off. The Bojangles 51 cheer wine right now. Looking to go head-to-head here with Brian V. Macklin and then A.V. Brad 30. Macklin got himself a big score there on a stage break, taking it on home for a bit of a jump in there. Now looking to continue his pace, looking to dictate the control. But he knows there's a long, long road to that. Jeff Ramsdale right now looking to fight back a little bit, the 97. Looking to clear off the gap, looking to try to roll it right through. Everyone just picking up the pace, trying to pick up the controls. Tommy Ryan, the 99, still in the hunt, still in that charge, and he is not letting anything out. Still looking in. Everybody right now going pretty quick and pretty hard down in those turns there. No one giving an inch, and Ramsdale certainly not either, but he's going to get trapped in the 3 wide salute. Oh, that's ever good. Oh boy. Murray's Brennan, Randy Yoakum, welcome to the show, good sir. This is some you usually don't see too often from Ramsdale, and let's make mistakes like this. Battle trouble there, a lot of hard racing, but that rear end, I don't know if he's got some kind of diffuser down there that's problematic, or he's not able to get that thing to slow up into the corners, but that thing will not turn without it literally kicking out on him. He may have tore himself up a bit just trying to hold that thing online. Thankfully, he's got it reset, but man, that was a nasty little situation that could have brewed. George Corman says, here comes the 84. Justin Pennick says, let's go 84. Talking Giants versus the world. I knew you boys were in there somewhere. Michael Bollinger says, good win earlier. Thank you, Bollinger. I appreciate that, sir. Mike Kelly, right now, the #1 seed, falling now into the 7th spot. EJ O'Rourke getting right ahead of him. Ron Holyfield and Brian V. Macklin, those guys going head-to-head here as Ramsdale continues to have more troubles. He's off the track and back, and now he's going to have to get back in the race. He's got to get some kind of adjustment or get some fresh set of tires in there. That thing is not working the way it should, and I can guarantee you it's giving him more headaches and fits than I think he even wants to admit right now. Burnett, Ryan, Hall, Yoakum. That's your 4-truck battle with a lonely Sturgill listening in. And Cody Sturgill's not exactly a guy you can just kind of let off too easily here. He's a race winner here on the show before, and he could do it again if he could just simply time his shots and time his speeds. He's certainly trying to do it now. And Christoph Hall, 3 wide, down through 3, number 4. The big 44 having a little fun. And it looks like he's having a time out there trying to make passes. Just like now. 3 wide, turn 1. Big jump, big run coming through. Look at Hall shredding the gap down on the bottom. Oh, boy. Tommy Ryan losing the turn. Alan Wild down 3 down the mound. 3 wide distances, 3, 4, 5 of them to count them. They jump them, they suck them, they drum them. Woo! That's some racing there, my boys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't enjoying this, you're missing out on a fun one here in Richmond. The short track racing of the Truck Series coming into fruition on iRacing.com today. And this field of Go Racing League boys of the presented by Sim 500 Truck Series are absolutely kicking it up a notch. EJ O'Rourke right now, and the 11 of Ron Holyfield having a good time out there. Meanwhile, we're going to go look back to the front. I know those TG vs. the World boys were waiting to see that 84, and this is where he's at, ahead of Shike, ahead of Katina, ahead of Wood, but not ahead of the Reign of Terror. I don't think he ever I think he gets tired of me saying that, but again, what do I have to keep saying about Tyler Dalton? This dude literally just takes a truck, takes the tires, goes to a track, and just eats everyone alive for breakfast. Like, what else am I supposed to say about him? But anyway, back on the back straightaway here. Well, I guess we're not done with the packed, stacked, and racked up field of drivers here. I guess they didn't have enough of their fun. Anytime these guys get so backed up here, it's going to be a show, and we're getting a good look at it. This is where racing and technical paralysis comes into play. But you have to maneuver through every little bit, every little drive, and try to make it work down there. Coming back around right now, Mike Kelly here continuing to dictate it up with Justin Fuller now shooting off that gap. Kelly still has a good chance here to possibly take one home today because, again, being the #1 seed, he has speed, obviously. But I think the biggest thing is, does he have consistency to win this one? He's had so many close calls, so many chances just ripped away from him. Like a hard breakup here that rips your heart out. That's what happens. Oh, I had to speak too soon. Macklin, watch out down there in turn number 3. We've got a caution. Well, at least it wasn't a Junior and Kyle Busch situation, but that certainly will not be faring very well with the number 30. Macklin is not going to be one happy camper for that one. Let's take a look at the replay. Ironically, I think that's the same corner too. Macklin gets loose here. He tries to save it. It's Sturgill. I think he was expecting to kind of straighten out. He ends up clipping him. Maurice Burnett gets slapped. There's Alan Wild. He gets a tag. And then Macklin goes from Mac attack to being Mac on the being attacked. Oh, my word. Yeah, Sturgill just barely clipped him there. It was still enough. Was it intentional? I highly doubt it. I think it was just he was trying to get in that corner. They had to back out quickly. But as always, that's my opinion. I know there is fans that will think otherwise. And I definitely know the drivers will too. Whew. Oh boy, folks, we were so close there to stage number 2 coming to an end. And now the field has to bunch back up and face again. And if I'm Tyler Dahl right now, I'm probably thinking I need to get a good restart here because there's going to be one mad boy there in that 84. When he's got the fans as a support like he does here, you just know not to mess with the Baghdadi himself. Bollinger says you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Depends on who you look. Depends on who you ask these days. I don't think he was trying to rattle his cage. I think he was just trying to find a way to the inside to make a pass. And really hard to pass here at Richmond, I'll tell you that much. They say it's a driver's track. I'll agree with that. It's definitely a driver's track because you've got to keep that thing on line for so long. Got to watch out when the tires are cold. Get good starts and hold the lines down when you can. A lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. Roll him right off of turn number 3 to turn number 4 here. Down across the playing field and down to the green flag. Restarts out. Calatani immediately trying to get the inside line to whip up. But look at Shannon Wood there. The 0-2 had some ground and some coverage, but Charles Van Schaik immediately puts the Victory Junction Fast Lane 23 into good use. The gaps will close off, the bridge will break, and now it's time to see who can handle the pain. The wear and tear on the arms, the gripping tire, Alcantara ripping off those wheels, and the full metal chaos that is of this racing ordeal we call a sport, a motorsport to be exact. Right on him, right back down. Ron Holyfield on the outside, dealing with the 0-8 of Randy Yoakum, the V811.com. Silverado trying to put it ahead of the Napa Auto Parts Silverado. Every driver for themselves as they rip them around on down across the plane. All work keeping in. Remember earlier on, he got the first caution out from turn 2. Just a quick spin, or not the first caution actually, but got himself in trouble. Got himself with a quick spin. And from there, he's been traveling all around just trying to find a little bit of that gap, a little bit of that bridge to clear up. Down to the final 9 laps here in stage number 2. James Skinner says, Talking Giants vs. World. Boys, you may want to get those Talking Giants vs. Worlds out quicker because well, he's going to need all the help he can get, but he is putting ground on Dalton. He's getting ground, and he's covering. Look at this. Big jump through 1 and 2. He's got some speed. Can he get it to grip? A little loose off 2. I think Dalton's starting to feel the pressure, though. Oh, he's got to be feeling something down there at least. He's not exactly ice cold all the time. There's times even he admits he gets a little bit scared. Calatani looking to clear the gap, and stage points goes a long way into this playoff bracket. Calatani got a huge run brewing, and he's trying to get it to stick, but it's Dalton playing possum with him. We've seen this before. He'll let it catch up to him, and then he'll just kind of drive away from you. The 84, man, he is still on it. He's trying. I mean, he's trying. There's the lap counter. That time, lost some laps. Lost a little lap time there, but he gains it back 1 and 2. He's losing it in 3 and 4. I'm telling you that right now. He's not getting it in 3 and he's losing all of it in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, he's getting a better entry and a better drive off, but he's not getting it from 1 and 2. That's another 10th loss for about 100 of a tenth, I should say. George Gorman says, take the air off the rear of Dalton. Well, I mean, you can, but then you got guys like Simley taking the rear off your end. Here comes the 7. Oh, that's another corner off right there in the turn. Woo That's a rattle the cage moment right there. Dalton in trouble. Simley, he's a madman on a mission. He went on lap 74. He's going for the 19. To the inside. Looking for points. Looking for stability. He forced on to the outside near the wall. Calatani trying to get back to him. A big run there coming from 3 to 4. A nice solid job by Simley taking tires when he needs to. Brilliant strategy by Calatani to fight the 19 off when he had the chance. But the 7 now, it's just got too much grip, too much tire. Oh, Calatani, hold on, good sir. It is truly you versus the world now. Because the world is right behind you, and it's a rain, it's error mixed in with it. One more to go. The 7 has a good string of speed, but can he hang on just a little longer? Rolling him back down. That's the gap separating from the leaders. Coming down through the backstretch to turn number 3. Scott Simley has set the tone and set the bar mighty high. He's going to take stage number 2 home. Your winner is Simley in stage 2. Well, how about that one, race fans? Did you enjoy that stage? Because I think we got a big one coming up. Stage win, big time shoot for Simley, and now 98 laps need to be completed. Now you're probably wondering at home, why did Simley take the tires now? Why go in this early? You got to remember something, fans. He's on the bubble. He is the 12th driver right now. He's the odd man out. He needs stage points. He needs a win to get into the next round, or at the very least, finish high seeded and put himself in contention to make it to the round of 8. This is the round of 12 right now, so he's in a very tough ordeal. I think that strategy was brilliant for the stage points, but how brilliant is it for this long haul? Remember, he went in on lap number 74. Most of these drivers didn't even go in until much, much later. Randy Yoakum, he's staying out. He's on lap 42 tires. Everybody else right now, we're going to kind of watch them on as they go into pit road here. Corbin says, did Simley get into the back of the 84 on the pass? He clipped him, I will say that, but he didn't spin him. From pit road, Gatina beats him out. Just fuel for the 14. The 84 takes all tires and fuel. Ron Holyfield, right side tires and fuel. Tyler Dalton, fuel. Wood, Shike, O'Rourke, Fuller, Ryan, Tommy Ryan, and Alan Wild, all fuel and tires. Interesting strategy. Randy Yoakum is now in pit road. Pressure is certainly on that 7, the 84 as well. The 19 Tyler Dalton, if he comes away with another win in stage points, I guarantee you this playoff field is going to be trying to figure everything they can to stop him. But again, what can you do? maybe what really theoretically can you do with a guy that's just as dominant? He said the only thing he's worried about is that final race because Phoenix has never been good to him, he says. He's had troubles there. Anthony Calatani there actually deciding to let us know in the comments section. Yeah, I got a little hit there from Simley. Calatani, I don't think you should be texting and driving, just a heads up, but hey, you do you, brother. Bobby Skinner says, oh, word and word up there from James. So now the boys need a word up. They need a suit up, and you better be strapping yourselves in. It's going to be a ride to see. Let's kick them down. It's time to get them through turn number 3 to 4. You know what comes next. Let us begin the final stage for the GOAT Racing League Sim 500 round of 12. Pressure's on. Good start from Calatani. And Simley again, I've got a feeling he already used up a lot of tire trying to drive up there to get to that 19. And that 84. Calatani with the advantage. Big run there off of turn number 4, and now the 84 jumps it right in position. A good solid run right out of the corner number 2, and now it's 3Y salute time. EJ O'Rourke, Shannon Wood, and Charles Van Schaik throwing the big guns around, and now they are back at it. Big jumps and a lot of run coming down. Bollinger says, race control, take his phone. No, Bollinger, you stay out of this. You're supposed to be in the broadcast booth. Don't go talking about them in the race control. Leave them alone. James says, we'll do it live. Well, you are doing it live right now with us, my friend. Got on board camera here, straight down that front straightaway. Good shootout here. They've got a mere 89 laps left to go. We're past halfway. Oh man, the short track racing aspect of it certainly coming into play here. Bobby Sears says, all right, and we'll do it live. Okay, all right, you boys calm down there. You still got a whole race left to go. And speaking of which, Dalton knows that. Calatani knows that. And remember, Dalton probably looking for a little bit of payback on getting revenge from Simley taking away stage points, so now he's got to go for the win to get points. Calatani, a win here, seals it. He'll move into the next round with even more to his name. Dylan Kennedy says fixed setup or open setup. Pretty sure this is fixed setup if I remember right. I could be wrong. Somebody in the comment section want to help me out on that one. I'm pretty sure it's fixed setups. Shannon Wood, the 0-2 right now, closing up a little bit on Tommy Ryan, the 99 here, looking to try to gain some ground up. I believe the Next Gen Cup Series, for the record, are open, I think. Yeah, George just said fixed. James says, am I on the air? Yes, you're on the air there, James. I'm talking with you right now, little buddy. As if as I was about to say, as if things couldn't get a little bit more interesting, EJ O'Rourke, look at this. He's got some bumper, and he's taking it to Dalton now. Oh, that, my friends, was intentional. That's some rattling the cage moment right there. Oh, and Dalton right on the right hook almost takes O'Rourke for a ride. Calatani, if I was you right now, buddy, I'd probably get the hell out of Dodge and get away from these two maniacs. This could get fun. And look at this, Justin Fuller, the 51, the Bojangles Shrine right now looking pretty solid. The Ford camp trying to get in this. The Chevys have dominated today, except for the one Toyota lingering around with Simley and Macklin. But in terms of the race go, man, the Chevys have been just bad fast. These two right now, though, I'm just watching these guys a little bit because, you know, they're getting pretty aggressive down there. Bobby does not like that 41's little clever tactics here. In my opinion, just hard racing. Dalton got him back, so to me, it's fair game. Now they're even. Howard Ford says, let's go Rowdy 51. A little love down there from the Rowdy camp. I think right about now we probably got a little rowdier than usual. Dalton is falling back quickly here. I'm not sure if he's just playing possum or he's trying to get out of this mess, but he seems to be having some problems. And I think a lot of that stems from just that little clip he got from the 41, to which then he was kindly repaid the favor. I say kindly in the most ironic way I can think of. Man, these guys have put on a show today. I've always said that it's fun to watch these guys when they go at it, but man, this is a show. This is a very good one as well. Richmond's never really been a track, honestly, that I felt like gave us really good racing, but today I think I might have to say otherwise on that. 3 wide down through 1 and 4. The 44 going past the 91, I was trying to say, and then right up top, Alan Wild, and the Wild Man having some fun up there, trying to stay away from getting into the madness of the Domino's 44. Now Christoph Hall now having all sorts of problems down there with Jeff Ramsdell mixing his way in. The playoffs, I think, honestly, added a new level to these guys. Maybe made them a little too aggressive. Watch out! Caught on the wall. Ramsdell into the wall, and that may be starting to seal away his playoff hopes. That's a nasty little situation there, and now it's just thrown him even further into the deep end. And I'm not talking a Night Prevails song. I'm talking literally the deepest part of the ocean you can even imagine. Bobby Skinner down there. Domino's Pizza getting wild. Better ingredients, better pizza. Domino's. Bobby, man, I swear, you and all these RTG versus the World boys, y'all have way too much fun with this. Which I love it. I genuinely love it. You guys enjoy it? I'm enjoying it, but I don't think that 44 is enjoying it too much. Oh my. I turned the camera back on him for a minute, and he's already about ready to rip the entire rear end out. That rear differential right now is not getting very cleanly off the corners. He could be over accelerating, or he could be just driving this thing way too aggressively. Either way, he certainly is not holding back on that front or that level end. That's for certain. Ramsdell, man, this 97 today, the multiple Moxie may be running out. He's had all sorts of issues, all sorts of problems. He just cannot get this truck to settle down. And again, every race can be an absolute benefit or a warfare out there. And this one, you can probably guess where it falls for the 97. Meanwhile, now in the fight, this is a rivalry that's been brewing on for quite a while here. Ever since Daytona. This is going to be the 84 versus the 41 yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Calatani has given up a lot of time to the 41 of O'Rourke, but again, O'Rourke had to climb up to catch him. Will the personal comfort 41 make aggressive maneuvers? He's going to try for the clean pass, shoots to the inside, no grip, no go. No gain of ground there. Calatani probably a little bit nervous at the moment here, but I gotta believe he's doing what I did earlier today in Oxford. Don't worry about what's behind you. Focus on what's in front of you. The track is your element. Don't worry about the drivers. Focus on the track. The drivers are distractions. That's what I was always taught. Don't worry about them. Focus on you and only you. And that's the best way that I can say that advice-wise probably would work out for him. Justin Fuller, though. Oh man, this boy, he came out swinging. His first appearance ever on PTM Racing TV. What does he do? He goes out, he takes on Tyler Dalton, he takes on Tommy Ryan, he takes on Brian B. Macklin, Chad Coleman, Todd Simley, Doy Woods and all them. And how does he go out? In a blaze of glory, the Bojangles 51 is scratching and clawing this one out. We're down to the final 69 laps. No, I did not wait intentionally to say that. So get your heads out of the gutter there, Detroit fans. EJ O'Rourke right now currently looking on. maybe he's surveying the situation. Maybe he's kind of looking at it. Maybe just trying to figure out what he got. I knew you two would be in there. Bobby and James Skinner getting on me pretty quick here. That's got to make me laugh a little bit. Don't do that, boys. Fuller right now looking to try to sneakily stitch his way in there. Looking for the inside. He's trying to make the pass. All right, well, UTG versus the world, boys. What would you rather have? Deal with Justin Fuller or deal with EJ Ulrich? Your choice. If I was them right now, I think I'd rather deal with Ulrich because at least I know what he'd be up to. Fuller's a complete wild card. This guy's just been absolutely crushing it today and nailing his corners. And Ulrich right now, I don't think he appreciates that too much. He's going to go back for the bumper. Howard rooting on for Justin, it looks like. He wants the Rowdy 51 to make some noise and make some moves. I feel like we got a little bit of a war of words right now from our comment section from the fan base. Macklin now, look at this, the number 30 U.S. Navy brat. He's back on the attack. He gets it around his arch nemesis, the 19 Tire Dalton. And again, those two, they really don't need to win this race. They just need to stay focused on the long-term goal and the long-term battlefield, which is stay out of trouble in this one and let the playoffs continue in. Corman says, don't matter who, race your race, 84. That's a good statement there. Let's take a look at the lap time right now here and look at the gap here. Again, you saw lap 120, it was looking good. Then all of a sudden, he kicked on the burners. And he decided, that's it, I've had enough, I'm coming for him. That jump and that speed and ground was certainly there, but this time it's Fuller who falls victim to the TG versus the world. And we look at our pit stops here as well. This is where we stand. They could go about 50 laps. That 50 laps actually all work. Look at this, he went 81 laps. And looking at the lap counter, he's going to be short. He's going to be short a little bit. So these guys are going to have to all go into pit road, I believe, at least once. My question is, when do you decide to go to pit road? Howard says, Rowdy 51, take him in turn 4. Well, I think he's looking to take him turn 1. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. Way wide from corner off. Way wide. He drove that thing straight up. Oh, my. Calatani got to be just thinking, what is this boy trying to do to me? I think I figured it out now. He's trying to slingshot it. Here it comes. I was thinking he was going for it. The slingshot is engaged. Top side to the bottom, but Calatani has a slight advantage. He's got the outside line working for him. But entry into the turn will be Fuller's bread and butter. Can he settle it in? Calatani has got to beat him in the outside run. He's got speed, and they're fighting. They're scratching for it. Calatani doesn't necessarily need to win the race. He just needs to get in the top half, and he's going to be going to the next round. But it doesn't look like he cares too much. He wants the points. He wants the win. Back and forth, back and forth. What an absolutely raw display of power and speed. Beautifully well executed and just absolutely hard racing to shoot for it. But here comes lap traffic now. That's the 14, Joey Gattina. What does he decide to do? He's trying to get his lap back. He's in behind the leaders. He may get into Fuller a little bit. He may push him around, or he may go 3 wide. If he goes 3 wide, Calatani's in trouble. He's going for the 3 wide. Lap traffic affecting the leaders. Calatani trying to grip it off. Can he get him in the turn? He got Fuller loose off turn 2. Oh my, this is absolutely amazing. Running it down, Calatani, there he goes, he got him. I thought honestly it would favor more of Fuller. No, Gattina drove it in way too deep and screwed up the entry for the 51. Now Calatani fighting the truck. Oh, ho, ho, Fuller almost on that bumper. He almost gave him the old nudge. Wow. I mean, it may be late night where I'm at, but it's bright and sunny at Richmond right now. The fans coming to their feet, showing their approval, their appreciation for this. This is absolutely beautiful short track racing today. Hey, look at Fuller. He's going back top. But look at Calatani. He's blocking that run. He doesn't want him to catch it. You saw Calatani. He drove the middle line instead of the bottom. He's trying to bridge the gap. He's trying to stop him from trying to get the run to the inside, then power off on the outside. Too late, though. Hard entry. Big shot in the dark. Oh, man. Can he hang on again? That one was Fuller by less than a nose. Calatani is scraping up the tires. The right sides are starting to burn. The right front is digging. The right rear now is starting to increase. He can't keep doing that. Fuller knows it. He's pushing him just hard as he can while trying to push himself at the same token. But Fuller knows if he keeps going to the outside, he's going to rip his tires up even more than the 84 because of how hard he has to slingshot it to strip the corner down. And Calatani, now looking to cross him over, but he lost it in the turn. Fuller is your leader. Wow, that was something there, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, they still have a pit stop that is going to need to be used. They don't have time to stay on the fuel run. The Mac attack right now, going back on the attack. He's looking to grip and ground him off. 0-8 and Randy Yoakum's in pit road. I know there's a lot of other great battles going on right now, too, that I really would love to go and check on. But, man, you just can't ignore what's going on. In the midst of the packs, in the midst of the drives. These guys doing everything they can to take control of this race. Dalton earlier on thought he had the stage win. Simley comes and steals it. And then this heated battle for the top priority where Fuller had to work not only through lap traffic but also had to fight an absolutely tough hombre in the Talking Giants versus the World 84. And now all of them now going to feel more speed and power coming their way. Lap traffic shooting through. The 24, Cody Sturgill now coming down across the playing field. He's going to be a little bit of a nuisance for the 84 here. And giving the 41 a little bit of a chance to gap it up. And I thought lap traffic earlier on was bad at Oxford on the last couple laps. I take it way back. I had it easy, honestly, compared to what these guys must be feeling. Howard Fuller says way to pass. Yeah, that was a way to pass. All right, a beautiful race. Just a sequence of events from those two. Calatani, though, I know he is struggling to hang on. Because he had a race, looked like with his life depended on it. And now O'Rourke and Macklin, they're trying to clear the gap up and trying to catch him. Running them back down and around. This is where the power lies, my brothers and sisters. And look at Macklin. Look at him shooting the inside. He's looking for a gap, looking for a bridge. Maybe he needs to go the Justin Fuller route and just straight send it. It's his call. I will say, though, those leaders are going to have to take at least right side tires. If they don't, you may see a lot of struggle from them. Fuller right now, maybe the only one that could possibly get away with it. As these three going for second. Look at Macklin. He's shorting the 841 up, but he's going to go to pit road now. He's costing himself up. Dalton now. Big run from off of Ryan. He looked like he got him in turn 2 and got him through 3 and 4. Ryan right now trying to get back at it. Dalton slowing up. I think it might be a pit stop brewing for him. Yes, it is. Down the outside, Coleman will get around him here. Good pit stop from everybody going in for pit road, but that ground begs the question, when does Fuller go in? When does Calatani go in? And when does O'Rourke go in? O'Rourke, earlier on, he went an extremely long distance. Is that his plan? Go one lap ahead of him, and then send it from there. It's a bold strategy. How wise? Who knows? But it could work. But they're all trying to hunt down this man in the big 51 who continues now to put distance and grip ahead of everyone. You know, the crazy part is, had he not come out on the scene, I think honestly we would have seen a lot of heavier racing for that lead. Instead, it is the battle for second here that is encapsulating these guys in a war of words. A slow down on the 84. I think it's time for the pit stop. Yes, it is. He's going to pit road. Now does the timing shoot just right? That was a bold strategy there, honestly. I think that was a little bit late. But probably a little bit too late for some things, but I think or maybe a little too early for others. But I think it was a right call. Because if anything, what this will do is it'll at least give him a chance to try to get his time back, try to get a chance back at him. Remember, we've seen earlier pit stops work well before. Scott Simley proved it with the 7. He went in early and used it to his advantage and took the stage points. Now he's just fighting to scratch and claw his way in as far as he can go. He went on lap number 74. He just needs to get to pit road eventually here. Probably just looking for fuel and maybe a little bit of time back. Tommy Ryan right now looking closer and closer to getting there to O'Rourke. O'Rourke is not out of this one yet. Howard says pit at lap 150 there, Fuller. Well, Howard, he's not listening, unfortunately. He's gone to 152 now. I think he's got a plan. I don't know how well it'll work, but it's a plan, all right. Samuel Morrell, the 43, we haven't really talked much about him all day. He went on lap number 94, and they go about 80 laps to the distance. That actually could be a bit of a beneficial area for him. And Fuller now, he's in pit road. O'Rourke decides to stay out. He's going to take the lead away. Now, I know what that 41's trying to do, but I know for a good certain point of it, he's not going to be able to get to work no matter what he wants to think. Oh, look at this. Traffic really big a thorn here. This could be trouble for Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan right now dealing with Wesley Donaldson and Charles Van Schaik, just trying to shoot through the gas and through the corners. Charles Van Schaik right now desperately on the trying to get away from the bubble. And he could be going home early in this championship hunt. He did tell me the Next Gen Cup Series, though, was the one he was really hoping to fight for. And why might that be? Point simply, he's the defending Next Gen Cup Series champion on the Saturday night proportions, and we should be broadcasting that on Sunday. It could be on Saturday, though. We'll see. We'll keep you guys informed as the season goes and progresses on. Fuller losing a lot of time there as well. Now he is falling back behind the waistband here. He's about roughly a second and 2/10 behind Calatani, as O'Rourke and Tommy Ryan right now continue to try to hang in there. One wrong move or one wrong clip, and this could be the end of O'Rourke's day. I really don't think he's going to be able to get the fuel to last out that long. Even then, he's got company brewing up. Lap traffic today has absolutely destroyed these leaders in so many regards. Remember, it cost some of them earlier on speed, and then later, it cost them position. As a driver, I know exactly what that feels like. Believe me, I've been on the receiving end of that stuff before. It's not fun. Oh, we're going to pit road too now. There's the pit stop. And Chad Coleman, Tommy Ryan now moving ahead. Guys like Samuel Harrell right now trying to hang in there a little bit. Calatani, big jump to the inside, trying to get around Coleman. Coleman to pit road. No, never mind. Coleman doesn't go to... Wait, he didn't go to pit road. He missed his pit stop. The 38 missed the pit stop. That's a big mistake. The 38 lost a lot of time from that. That is some serious gapping brewing there. That could have cost him dearly. Calatani, he's got it right on Tommy Ryan. He's fighting now. He's in trouble. He's got Fuller. Fuller got him in the back. Right off of turn 4. Calatani right to the inside. He's hoping Ryan will close the gap on him. He won't. But he does slow the 51 up a little bit. Ryan trying to stay out of it. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Coleman finally gets to pit road. But now, it's Ryan that is left in the driver's seat. He's got a chance to possibly hold on. These guys right now are absolutely going ballistic here. This is crazy positioning, cornering off, timing and zone. I'm literally trying to read it all as I can and quickly as I can. Ryan is on lap 92, tire and fuel. Calatani right now and Fuller, they have enough to finish this one. They're just going to war with one another. Tyler Dalton, Samuel Rell moving quickly through the bases as Brian V. Macklin looking to get ahead of Tommy Ryan and steal this one. The Chevys dominate all day, but now all of a sudden everything getting flipped on its head. Now Donaldson in the way. Fuller jumps ahead. Again, Fuller, more tire, more speed, more ground, but does he have the coverage? 25 laps left to go. What on earth are we going to see? Harrell now losing more ground and more grip. The 43 just can't quite hang on. Calatani knows the more positions he cleans up and clears out, he'll be okay. At this right here, he can finish here and be in good position for the next round. Swap that camera right around from one side to the other side of the track, and you can see where Tommy Ryan's at. That guy has got to be hurting for some fuel. Oh, wait a minute. There's a caution out. There's a caution out. Christoph Hall has come to a stop on the front straightaway. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know what that means, race fans. This is about to turn into a war, and there's a good chunk of laps left. Let's take a look at the replay. Scott Simley drives this bad boy in, and I think he might have... Oh, that's close. That's a tough call. Christoph Hall is definitely right on that mix, and Hall right now probably thinking, did I just seriously get the caution out from that one? Can't believe it, his own rise either, but let's look at it one more time. Look at Simley, big jump to the inside. Did he make contact? Yes, he did. Hall was a little loose. Simley barely tagged him. There was contact. There was contact. And immediately at pit road, Macklin, Ryan, Fuller, Donaldson, Harrell. Macklin, is he taking all 4 tires or is he just taking right sides? Ryan, he just took the fuel, and no, he took fuel and tires, and he booked it. He got all 4 of them. Macklin's out too. Dalton is going to be your leader on the start here. But Calatani is going to catch a huge break here. He's only 3 laps ahead of Dalton on that, so he might have a chance here. O'Rourke, he's currently looking extremely solid though. He's on lap 158 tires. And now Tommy Ryan. Uh-oh. They're going to move him where I think they're going to move him. Yeah, he got the position. He's got this one now. 166 on the tires. Oh, my. Oh, my. And that's 4 fresh heads, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. This could get interesting. I don't know if Calatani or Dalton has any fresh sets left, but I just named off who's got fresh sets. What is about to happen, race fans? What is about to happen? Tommy Ryan right now has got to be thinking in the back of his head, I just caught a miracle. Because he has now a beautiful opportunity to strike it big. And I don't mean somewhat, I mean strike it big time. The 51 did pit, yes. He got 4 sets too. But Ryan right now is ahead of him. And he's in a good position as well. So this is going to be a tough call here from these guys. This is it. We're going to lead him to the restart zone. This is do or die time for these drivers. Off the distance through corner number 4. Back to the restart zone. Here we go. Calatani immediately to the bottom. Fuller, 3 wide. Nope, couldn't quite. Look at Calatani though, and right in the mix. Right down the 3 and 4. 3 wide for the lead. Tommy Ryan shoots the gap off. Fuller trying to get in there. Holy smokes, that's what I was wondering what was going to happen. Fuller's going to the inside. Pass off. Macklin going back as well. Macklin struggling to hang it down. Fuller trying to get it closer up the gap. Calatani pushing though. He's looking for the insides. These guys just have no stopping point on themselves. Oh my. Ryan and Fuller are not even in the playoffs right now. They are not even anywhere near it. But yet today, they don't care. They just want the win. They want to show these boys we came to play. And a yellow flag out. Charles Van Schaik, a playoff driver I just talked about, is now on the back straightaway. And now this could be even more trouble for the 23. Now this is going to get interesting again. We got to take a look at the replay here and see what happened. We had the blimp cam working pretty good there, so we'll take a look at it. Yeah, got it right around. I mean, Ramsdale had nowhere to go there. Van Schaik just got loose, and unfortunately, pretty much kind of ending his day as it is. Drivers heading for pit road. Dalton, Coleman, Jeff Ryan, Andy Yoakum, Christoph Hall, Tommy Ryan. Hang on a minute. So wait a minute. Tommy, I think he's out of this race. Tommy Ryan is out of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The 99 is done. Are you kidding me? Did he get the black flag? Did he just get stopped on a dime? What the heck happened to the 99? I would try to go investigate, but we really don't have time right now. We're trying to get word from any of the boys down there and see if there's anything going on. I'm getting one of my officials to see what's up there. But Justin Fuller is going to be your leader. Calatani behind. Macklin, Harrell, and Donaldson now on the mix. And the only one that's not on 166 tires in that top 5, it's that 84. And yet he held his own for just a little bit there. So this could be his golden chance. Bobby Skinner thinking what I'm thinking. What in the world of Carmen San Diego happened? Yeah, you're telling me there, good sir. So now the field is going to be stretched in again and looking for a whole lot of craziness in there. TG versus the world. Don't be starting a war in my chat, you hear me? I don't need to get you fans separated out a little bit. I'm keeping a close eye on these comment sections because I know how crazy everyone gets. Galatani right now, he needs a good start here. If Fuller's going to get a good jump on the hold shot. I'm surprised Fuller decided to stick with the inside line, honestly. I would have thought he would go to the outside and maybe make a break for it. This is a very crucial strategy call here. He's looking for the gap to sow. Sows the needle. Green's out. Here we go again. But I think I know why he ended up staying the inside. It's because of that Mac attack behind him. Galatani didn't get the best start. He's hanging in there. Uh-oh, hold on down there. There might be trouble. There's trouble. Randy Yoakum got himself into a problem, and he is racked out on the back straightaway. They're still green. And Wesley Donaldson, all of a sudden, where the heck did he come from? Where in the heck did Wesley Donaldson come from all of a sudden? The 91's charging. DJ O'Rourke right in that mix and in that back half as well. Oh, and O'Rourke with a little bit of problems. He slips out underneath himself. Fuller now just trying to keep his bridge and keep the gap up. 8 laps. Now we'll turn to 7 next time by. Macklin, though, trying, and I mean trying, to get this figured out. He's losing ground and he's losing time. I don't think anyone might catch that 51 now. Fuller may have outsmarted this field a little bit too well. Almost 3 wide on the front stretch. Morrell throwing it at Galatani, and now Donaldson mixing it right in the inside. Big jump, big run. Sling blade right in between, and it's all for naught, maybe so. That is some hard racing with only 6 to go. Morrell as well, by the way. I thought earlier on he was out of this one. He pretty much caught the brakes. Oh, I spoke too soon! Oh, no, are you kidding me? Harrell, I apologize in advance, bud. You can blame that one on me. Oh, are you kidding me? I was literally just going to say I think he may have figured this out, but no. I really don't know what else to say here. Watch coming off turn number. Yep, turn 2. He got loose, and O'Rourke was literally as close as he could before he could smack him there, and that wasn't much he could do about it. It looked like the 43 just got completely loose there. We'll take a look at the chopper cam before anyone makes any opinions here. Drifts up wide. He got loose there. Clips it right in. He's trying to save it. O'Rourke had nowhere to go. And yet another restart needs to be brewed. And Fuller right now driving to the extreme bottom lane. He's trying to save the tires up. He doesn't want to get them cold. He's trying to keep them warm, especially with Macklin lingering around back there. This is going to be one heck of a finish coming up. This is what these drivers probably were not expecting to see, nor were they really wanting to see, but they're going to get themselves a wild finish coming up. The floor is yours, drivers. You got this one all in your hands. What do you decide to do? I think we're about to find out. Fuller, Macklin, Calatani, Donaldson. Wood, O'Rourke, Sturgill, Ramsdale, Simley. Top 10. For perhaps the last time today, the restart is out. Here we go again. It all worked down and right to the inside. Dive bomb off the corner. Big jump around. Fuller trying to hold off Macklin. Donaldson right in that mix and that hunt. Ulrich on the outside now, trapped with Calatani. White flag is out. They wrecked out. Coming to the line. Yellow is out. Yellow, yellow. Yellow flag was out before they could get to the line there. Cody Sturgill spinning it right off of turn number 3 and 4. The yellow came out before the white was dropped. Despite what you may have seen literally just a second ago. Which means we'll get one more green-white checkered finish here to finish this day out. Simley just caught Sturgill in the wrong place at the wrong time. Everyone trying to avoid it. Dalton, the Reign of Terror, becomes more terrified than ever. Trying to get out of that mess. But man, that was a wild little situation there. I gotta believe Sturgill right now probably is not a very happy camper out there. Oh man, these restarts are getting brutal, guys. What is next? This is their last chance. This is their last opportunity, no matter what. Doesn't matter what they do. All day long, we have seen some of the greatest short track racing I think you could even come up with. Now, we are at the very, very end of it all. For the final time, and the fans getting on their feet. They know what's coming. The drivers know what's coming. Fuller deciding to this time to off to the outside. He's going to try to stop Macklin from getting any run. Your top 5. Macklin, Fuller, Donaldson, O'Rourke, Calatani. Calatani trying to get this start set. Fuller and Macklin ready to get this going. It's all on the line this time by off of 3. Coming into 4. Fuller getting ready for the start. Macklin ready to catch him. There's the start. Green's out. If they can get it to the white flag, this will end under checkers. Lining it back down around the corners here. And set to the turn. Here we go. Can they get it to the white flag? They're clear. It's good. They're going to the white. Calatani trying to get out of that mess there. Macklin trying to find one more run there. O'Rourke and Donaldson gonna haul, throwing it off for the final leg. Justin 4 though through 3 into turn number 4. He comes in swinging in his debut with the victory at Richmond. Calatani has wrecked it across the line to take it over to 5th, but a nasty hit for the leaders in the back of the pack. Oh my goodness. What a climactic sequence of events. But nevertheless, your winner today in his debut, it's going to be the 51 of Justin Fuller, and what a time for the 51 camp. What a race. That's all I gotta say to that. These guys have been putting on a show for quite a while now, but I think these last couple races have probably been their best of the season yet. Fuller, your winner. O'Rourke, 2nd. Donaldson, 3rd. Macklin, 4th. Calatani, 5th. Coleman goes 6th. Simley, 7. Wood, 8th. Shike somehow gets it at 9th. And 10th to Jeff Ramsdell somehow as well. That will round out the top 10. There are the rest of your finishers now. Apologies there. Race fans, I don't know what you thought about that, but man, I thought that was a great show. What an awesome job. Oh, the fans seem to love it, yep. Howard Fuller likes it. Bobby likes it. Justin says, great racing, great job, drivers. Awesome night. Great show indeed, race fans. What a time to be alive. Now, it's time for our job to set in. We now visit up to our drivers in this one here. Wesley Donaldson is going to climb into the top 3 spots here. I think somebody might want to tell them down there they may be in the wrong waiting room, guys. Thank you. All right, let's start it up here. Here we go. Here, 3rd place finisher today, Wesley Donaldson, the 91 now. Gonna take it home for 3rd. Wesley, congratulations with a last-minute dash and a last-minute charge. Strategy playing out beautifully there, and the last restarts catched him off guard. Up, hang on. I think I might have forgot to unmute my mic there, guys. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I think we got it. I gotta remember I keep doing that when I'm in my own races. I gotta stop doing that. Anyway, you got me now where, Wesley?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, you probably didn't hear anything I asked, did you?
No, not at all.
Okay, go figure. All right, so last minute chance on the restarts, late race caution and pit stops as well, and making a very crucial decision there. You ended up going in on lap 166, making the big jump, making the big run, and then it all pays off. I mean, how crucial was that for you in this one, in this case?
Yeah, I mean, that caution timing was big because I tried to short pit a little bit on that previous run, and it wasn't kind of playing out the way I wanted it to, and then managed to be ahead of the leader there on that caution. So being on fresh tires there was, I mean, it was huge with how many people were up there battling. But yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Ton of fun indeed. Ton of fun to watch. I mean, I had saw you shoot through a few gaps and had to go through some tight angles there. I mean, did that really kind of set you off a little bit? Were you just kind of expecting everything to kind of go a little bit more into the waistline there, or were you just kind of expecting at this point to just kind of be that kind of crazy at racing?
Yeah, I mean, anytime late like that, it's gonna be kind of all over the place. There's so many fast guys in this league that, I mean, you're fighting hard when you're up there up front like that.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, you are going to walk away here today with the podium. So as you come away third, who do you want to thank?
Yeah, just want to thank my team, BPPC Motorsports. Thanks to Sim 500 and Goat for putting these on. Thanks to you for making these broadcasts every week. And then check me out on Instagram, WBD Diecast. I make custom diecasts.
You guys heard it. Probably should check it out once in a while. Wesley Donaldson, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Wesley Donaldson, everyone, coming in on home for third. Now let's listen in to your second place finisher today, EJ Olwork, putting on a little bit of a fight and a bit of a paralysis on the drivers. Throws it down for a second today. EJ, congratulations on that. And sir, this one was kind of a not trying to sound rude or anything, but it was kind of a patchy day for you. You had a troublesome first start, and then you had to go in and with the late pit stops and had to figure out when to really set the truck up, and then all of a sudden it was bumpers galore. What the heck was going on down there in the short track racing deal with you?
Yeah, I just, it didn't fall my way this time, and Nashville fell my way. That's what didn't fall my way. I mean, sometimes they fall your way, sometimes they don't. It's just frustrating, but I'll take second. I felt like I could have contended with the 51 there for the win, or the 30, 19, but it is what it is. I'm happy to bring this personal comfort 41 Chevy Silverado up in the top three, and it's really fun league, really great guys, and it's tough. It's tough out here, and these guys, none of these guys are slouches, and it's a good time.
As you continue to move through with the positions and the race ends for you and the crew, I mean, obviously I know there's a lot more at stake and there's still a lot on the line here in this playoff ordeal, but with the round of 8 now fast approaching, I mean, how much more difficult does it get from here for you in this case?
Yeah, Talladega last week was pretty frustrating. Couldn't go anywhere and finish at 14. So to come back here for second is good. I didn't really get any stage points, and I spun out in lap 2, and that was my own fault. And I just stepped on the throttle a little bit too hard there, and spun out. But to come through the field and be able to kind of slice my way through there, it's really fun to be able to do that and hold people off and different tire strategies. And this track, Richmond's a great track.
Great track and quite a showcase. So I'll ask you this as always. Who do you want to thank her for this second today?
Well, I wouldn't be here without Scott Stencil and Personal Comfort. Without them, we can't get this NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Chevy Silverado to the racetrack. And I got to thank Scott Stencil, Personal Comfort, and I can't wait to finish up this interview and go to bed, and take a nice sleep. And I just got to thank Personal Comfort for that. And every night I sleep better because of Personal Comfort. And you guys are broadcasting Sim 500, Chuck over here at oh my God, the Go Racing League, and second sucks, but second to the 51 is pretty good because he's a good guy and he's even better friend. So we'll see what we can do next week. I don't know where we go, but we'll try to get another win.
Congratulations on second place today, AJ. Go enjoy your sleep on that personal comfort of yours, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
He's going to get some sleep like I'm going to get some sleep after this, but I first got one last interview to deal with real quick. Justin Fuller into the show and takes home victory. And Justin, I literally think this is your debut race, and you just came out here swinging on Pizza Race TV. What a showcase for you. You had to charge up early in Stage 1. Stage 2, another solid start, but then what the heck happened in Stage 3, man? All of a sudden, you just came alive, and everything from there just fell in place, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm just not very good here on the short run, basically, is what it boils down to. I can't qualify here worth a damn, and I'm just really not good on the short run. So I really thought the race was not going to go my way there at the end when that late caution came out after the long run. So we were able to luckily get back to the lead there and finish it off strong, but we really need long runs here to showcase what I can do around here.
So let me ask you this real quick. That long run was pretty much what you just said, what you feel like you could showcase around here. I got to ask this. Of all the battles, all the races we've had this season, I think I probably have to rank you and Calatani's here just at Richmond as one of, if not the best we've seen all season. You two going head-to-head, side-by-side for a good majority of that Stage 3 and still fighting so hard. But then you shoot straight to the outside, and I said that was the slingshot setup. Was that kind of the goal and kind of the stance you were trying to take on that?
Yeah, I know they got little grip ships up there, and if you can hit them just right, you can get a really good run. I was never gonna get under him, just following in his wake with the dirty air, so had to make sure we get some clean air on the nose, get the truck rotating, and get a good point out the corner, and was able to do that, get underneath of him, and then of course he's able to, just run his line and not make a mistake, and he could just hold me down, and I can't get a run off the corner because I can't put the throttle down, and it took quite a while to work it over, but we were finally able to get it done. And uh, once we got clear of them, we kind of set sails at that point.
Set sail to victory lane, your first trip ever here from the show. So, Justin, as always, I will now ask you, sir, who do you want to thank you for this win today?
Yeah, well, thank you for putting on the broadcast. I'll go back and watch this tomorrow at work. I thank Goat Racing League, Sim 500 for all that they do, and all the admins for putting this on. Thanks to them to let me come in here and run this race. I mean, I've been maybe you don't know, I run Sim 500 all the time, so I'm kind of used to running with these guys. Some of them are new that I don't know, but thanks to Trey Edson for always painting my trucks and making me looking good on the racetrack. Thanks to everybody that watched. Thanks to everybody in the race. That was a lot of fun actually. I enjoyed the stages. I wish the race was a little bit shorter. That was kind of a long one, but um, yeah, just have a lot of fun. Maybe we'll come back next week or not. I don't know what track we're at next. Homestead, maybe. Maybe we'll come do it again. That was a lot of fun.
I certainly hope to see you back here sooner or later there, Justin. Congratulations bringing it on home today to victory lane.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Justin Fuller, ladies and gentlemen, throws everything to the wire and brings it to the top of the mountain. What a show. The Sim 500 Truck Series, I say, did not disappoint. And you shouldn't be disappointed by hearing we have more to come. So this weekend, set your DVRs and set your standards up because we are heading it with the Global Strategy Team Next Gen Cup Series. More action in the round of 16 as we begin their playoff hunt. But nevertheless, race fans, what a show, what a season it's been here for these Truck Series. We're not done just yet. The round of 8 kicks off next week. We'll see you guys then. But till then, though, be sure to visit us here on P10 Racing TV, Facebook, or YouTube channel. We will see you guys next time when the green flag flies on P10 Racing TV.